The eye-opening second installment of Internet Issues is here.
We have an inside look on the recent gun protests.
And we have some shoulder-throwing highlights from the boys lacrosse team's first game of the season. DTV News starts right now.
Yesterday, DTV's Rebecca Allen educated us on the increasing issue with cyberbullying. And now the second installment is here for you. Good afternoon, Davison. I'm Emily Fronte.
And I'm Abigail O'Neill. Alongside bullying on the web, some teens are sending something a little more revealing. Can you tell us more?
A large percentage of teens on the internet have been sending illicit material to each other, such as nude photos and even videos. But what these students may not realize is that their actions can land them in prison. Are we in the story? It's no secret that teens with free reign on the internet are getting into some trouble. Cyberbullying, while it remains a popular issue, a new one is emerging, something even more damaging: sexting.
I think it's kind of always been around. I kind of think as long as cameras were out, they've been around. Obviously, in today's world with technology, we've got a lot easier way of spreading it and spreading it very quickly.
Sexting is the act of sending illicit material such as photographs and even videos to someone over the internet. 89% of parents believe their child has never sexted, and yet 75% of teens have admitted to sexting under the age of 18. This sensitive material is being sent in the most limelighted of places, including Snapchat, iMessage, and other instant messaging systems, and all social media platforms.
All teens exposed to the internet have the opportunity to send something inappropriate. Even right here in Davison, internet issues have sparked some serious problems. Nothing you send out is ever private. At the push of one button, criminal charges can be just around the corner. Students sending nude photographs and videos over the internet more than likely do not understand the law surrounding their actions.
Juvenile that takes that photograph now manufactures child pornography, then sends it to someone. Now they're distributing it. Those are two separate felony charges. Then the person that receives it is now in possession of child pornography, also a felony charge.
Fines, jail time, a tarnished reputation, all because of one inappropriate photo.
Kids who send something this sensitive under the age of 18 are lawfully distributing and/or producing child pornography. To possess such material can be met with 4 years in federal prison or a fine of $10,000. To distribute, or in other words, hit that send button, you can land yourself 7 years in federal prison. And lastly, to produce sexual content can land you 20 years in federal prison, or you can reach a fine of up to $100,000. What can start out as an innocent action can quickly spell trouble, even if you are sending to someone you know personally.
Think before you send this, because we don't know exactly where it's going. You don't know exactly who's going to view it. Even if you send it to your boyfriend or girlfriend, they might show their friend, they might send it to their friend, and you have no idea.
Sending photos, even of your own body, is risky territory. One moment of pleasure can turn into 20 years behind bars.
Child pornography is not worth the years in prison or the thousands of dollars in fines. So remember to think before you send and think of what you're asking for. Rebecca Allen, DTV News.
Thanks, Becca. You can check out the complete story on our website. Just go to dtvnews.org, where you can also rewatch the complete Internet Issues series. The primary hearings for the Flint water crisis continued to move along yesterday in Flushing. This time it was Dr. Mark Edwards' turn to testify in the hearing for Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Director Nick Lyon. Lyon is charged with manslaughter for deaths related to the Flint water crisis. Dr. Edwards testifies that although people at MDHHS dragged their feet at first, they didn't go as far as lying.
Right? Health and Human Services published something that was not correct.
Well, in our later FOIA, we found out sort of the background on that.
Yeah. And
I think it's going a little bit far to say that was a lie.
oh, they suppressed evidence. They suppressed Kristen Larder's report, the Schwartz report.
Okay, I didn't see any sign that that was repressed. What I saw in our emails, and we published on this at the time, that the right people were asking the right question at the right time in the right place. Is there an elevation in children's blood lead?
Edwards was critical of the MDHHS at the start when the Flint water crisis was heating up. He will testify again today in the case of Dr. Eden Wells. With spring blooms comes SAT testing season. If you're worried, then here are some study sessions to help you through the storm. Today there will be a math session from 3 to 4 in room 314. And for those who need a little bit more help with their science, tomorrow there will be a session from 6 to 7 in room 334. After making sure you study up and get a nice long rest over spring break, then it's time for the big day. The week we get back is a little weird due to testing, but Monday the 9th is a normal day. You can take a look at our website, dtvnews.org, to see this full week schedule.
This past Saturday, March 24th, thousands of people across the United States and around the world participated in the March for Our Lives rally against gun violence. People rallied together for an end to gun violence and to change policies regarding guns. We caught up with the Flint March, where there were more than 100 people showed up to have their voices heard. DTV spoke with one of those students who was there to raise awareness.
The impact that the youth of my generation can have on public policy in every community across the world. We've seen March for Our Lives not only
There were just 28 protests held in Michigan alone, with the majority being led by students. And while the locations of the rallies differed, the message was the same. People want safety in schools.
Coming up in sports, Blake Gordon has some intense highlights from the first lacrosse game of the season.
And get those high kicks ready and start stretching. When and where you can try out to be on the dance or cheer team.
I have a running war with the media.
Donald Trump is waging war on the media, and he's using Twitter as his main weapon. And being in the most powerful office in the world, people tend to listen.
They are among the most dishonest human beings on earth.
What's up, Davison? It's your sporty boy, Blake Gordon, back on the sports desk with no time to waste. Let's get right into it. Last night, the boys lacrosse team had their first game of the season against Rochester. This game was intense. Both teams throwing shoulders and knocking people to the ground. I thought it was more rougher than football. This was a whole new intense level of brutality. But gladly, Davison won the brawl with a score of 15-5, dominating Rochester. Great job, boys. The long-awaited spring is finally here with the bloom of the flowers. That means spring sports are coming up like today. Today, the girls' soccer team faces off against Goodrich at 4:30, and the boys lacrosse versus East Lansing at 7. Good luck to both teams, and for those not playing, make sure to get out there and come support your Cardinals. Get ready to shake them pom-poms, and because the dance and cheer teams will be having tryouts on April 17th through the 19th, and will take place in the DMS gym at 5:30 until 7. A current physical is needed on file, which must be dated after April 17th of last year, 2017. Well, this is all I got for you in sports, and let's toss it right back on over to the desk with Abby and Emily. Take it away.
Thanks, Blake. Spring break may be coming up, but there's still time to help out the community. There will be a dog Easter egg hunt this Thursday, March 29th from 5 to 8:30 in the evening at the Davison Area Dog Park. Go get some hours and hang out with some dogs in the process. Scholarships are important, and if you haven't filled any out yet or you want to fill out some more, then here are some for you. The City of Davison Source Water Protection Program and the Bonnie Herford Memorial Scholarship are both due tomorrow, Wednesday, March 28th. The Elga Credit Union Carmen Lee Wilbur Memorial Scholarship is due on Thursday, March 29th, and the deadline for the Mott Community College Scholarship is Friday, March 30th. Be sure to fill out these scholarships and any others due before we leave for spring break so you don't miss out your chance to get some scholarship money. You can find all of these in the guidance office.
Always keep up to date on all things DTV and follow along with us on our social media. Like us on Facebook at DTV News, follow us on Twitter at DTV_official, and add us on Snapchat also at DTV News. If you are looking for what DTV will be airing on our Charter Channel 191, you can head on over to our website, dtvnews.org, where we now have a schedule on the front page. So don't forget there's a half day on Thursday, so spring break will start at like 10:45?
Right, I just can't wait for it to start. I get to catch up on some of the sleep that I've missed.
Well, you have to remember that we also have PSATs and SATs when we get back.
I don't have to worry about that. I'm a senior.
Lucky you. But also, a quick little reminder, JV tennis must be meeting in Mr. Esper's room for a meeting because the courts are too wet because it's been raining all day. So I just want to get out there because I forgot to say it over there. So I'm just saying it now. Well, anyways, I'm Blake Gordon alongside Abby O'Neill and Emily Ferrante. See you later, Davison.